Sabo's back. Sabo's back. Yeah. This is your boy Mean. Welcome to the channel where anime and manga means more. And this time we're reviewing One Piece chapter 682. Law made his way to the sad room and he looks evil. He's standing in front of this big container. I think sad is some kind of chemical or something. Looks like Sanji was trapped because he was fighting with Virgo, but he made it in the nick of time. Virgo had to take off at the law when he found out, so Sanji was saved. Virgo would have beat Sanji. Why? Because Virgo had that hardening haki. Sanji doesn't have it, so Sanji couldn't inflict any damage on Virgo, no real damage. And if he hit Virgo, he was damaging himself. Virgo is on the way to Law, and he hits Doflamingo up, with the Dim Dim Mushi, and he tells him about Law. Lets him know what's going on and everything, that he's going for sad. Doflamingo, when we cut to him, he's partying like a G. He's got all these butt naked fine honeys all up in there and everything. And he says that Law was like a brother to him, right? So that kind of helps, sort of confirms somebody hold me. Cause I didn't think that Law would be evil, but it looks that way. For him to say that he was like a brother to Law and how Doflamingo is, and and that kind of helps put that last nail in the coffin. Oh man. But anyway, he's got all these women there. I thought Doflamingo was gay. Guess I was wrong. Out of the blue, this French maid runs down on Doflamingo. And she has some kind of weird power where she can turn her hands into weapons. She comes at him with like a giant pistol or something like you see her arm turns into this barrel and it's like pointed at Doflamingo and she blows him up. And then she turns her arms into these sickles. Doflamingo isn't hurt, phased, nothing. He's all nonchalant, just dodging and everything. So that was kind of fun. Turns out Caesar is the only one who knows how to make sad. And I think that makes him a threat to Doflamingo. Because I believe Doflamingo said I would have killed them too. That way no one else can get their hands on sad or whatever. But it looks like Caesar works for Doflamingo. Man. Then we have my man Sabo. He put a bullet in that French maid out of the blue. He just standing there, he just goes bang. Now, to be honest, I really don't know if that's Sabo, but I'm hoping it is. It looks like him. Joker puts a hit out on Law. He says Law's, he wants to, rebel and everything. Kill him without mercy. And it looks like he's running the whole show. Like he's the mastermind behind everything. That's why this chapter has that name, Mastermind. It's Doflamingo. He's running the whole show. And then he makes the girl who can turn her body parts into weapons. She has like a finger gun, like not she gun, but a real finger gun. Like it's really a gun. And he makes her point it at her own head. Then Joker, he sends Baby 5 and Buffalo to put in work. He says, Caesar, Monet, y'all come back. Baby 5 and Buffalo's gonna handle that. Meanwhile, we cut back to the other Straw Hats and the dragon is acting a fool. Then Brook and Tiny Mind are arguing over who can take the dragon down. Brook is mad. This part was the funniest part of the chapter. Brook is mad because the dragon was coming after him and it looked like it was trying to eat him. But it left him alone in the last second. He says because he looked disappointed. Usopp was like, there's nothing to eat on you. He said that's why he didn't want to eat you. And Brook's like, there's plenty of nutrition in bone and yada yada yada. He went off on Usopp. Usopp was like, hold on, don't take my head off. That part was funny. Nami, Usopp, and Robin jumped on this dragon while Brook and Tiny Mind was arguing. So they jumped on it. Then Tiny Mind and Brook put the screws to that dragon. Firefox, Ice Style, tore it up. Chopper needed to go to Monster Point so he could babysit those kids. I guess he couldn't do it in normal form because those kids was giant. Now, at the end the very end, we find out Tiny Mind's son was turned into a dragon. And I think he knows this. We're pretty sure that he knows it because that's why he was so mad at the little dragon, because they turned his son into one and he wants revenge. Now, the thing I said before about Caesar saying that, might be a threat to Doflamingo, I messed up. Because I just read another translation. Caesar is the only one that can make it, and he works for Doflamingo. If Caesar gets taken out of the picture, he won't be able to make any more sad for Doflamingo. So that's what they're trying to say. He's a threat in that way. But anyway, this was a great chapter. Excellent. Excellent. This makes up for all 3 chapters that we got was slow. They were slow. They weren't bad, but they were slow. This makes up for all of it. This was just all awesome. I mean, awesome. First off, Caribou, he got captured by G5, so that was kind of funny. You already know what they're going to do to him. They're going to put the screws to that boy, so God be with him. Now, with Doflamingo coming in, Doflamingo might be the main antagonist for, preceding chapters. That's ridiculous. We're finally going to get some story on Doflamingo, what's going on. Forget Blackbeard. Doflamingo probably should be the 4th, I'm going to say the 4th Hokage, the 4th Yonkou. The dude is crazy. So that would be great, man. We finally get to see, like, if he's the next antagonist, we can finally see what his powers are. Because he's probably the most, outside of Mihawk, he's probably the most interesting warlord or Shibukai. This guy is crazy. So that's a good thing about this chapter. And we find out he's pulling all the strings. Then we got my man Sabo back in action. You see the top hat, you already know what it is. Sabo's back, and he works for Doflamingo. So I guess when Luffy and Doflamingo clash, Sabo might join the Straw Hats in the midst of that. And he has a gun. I don't know if Sabo ever used the gun, but if they would have shown that guy with a pipe, we would have been like, man, that's Sabo just straight up and down. I mean, it might not be Sabo, but it looks like him. Now, in another translation I read, they said that Luffy might be a better host or something like that, and I was guessing that it was for Sad. Whatever Sad does to you, they said because Luffy got Conqueror's Haki, that he would be better than Law, and he might be stronger than Law. That's what I read in 2 different translations. So I'm not sure. So if Sad is something that can boost someone's powers or something like that, if Luffy gets his hands on it, whoo! But if that's wrong and the translation messed up, but we already know that Luffy's pretty strong. He hasn't even really used Haki to, Conqueror's Haki to the full capability. But this chapter was awesome. We got comedy, that was funny. We got to see everybody doing something. It looks like this arc is getting ready to come to an end, but we got Doflamingo coming up next, man. That was just awesome. And Sabo might be coming back. I'm speechless. So this chapter was just great. But anyway, go ahead and leave your comments. Let me know what you think. Rate the video and subscribe. And I'm out. Peace.